Aren't you guys ready for all the Durahans I have in my book?
Let's read them. The Drydawn. You don't even have the base Durahan?
What?
The reincarnation of the base Durahan, like Durahan.
Oh. No.
The reincarnation of a man born, raised, and killed at sea. The axe of blue metal is said to be strong enough to slice into other dimensions.
At least we have a cool-looking one.
That is true.
I was about to say something really stupid. I was like,
Please do.
I want that axe for my hunter when we do the transfiguration armor stuff. Wrong game.
Oh, man. I'm just sad, though. I mean, like, the one Durahan I ever had in any of these games, the only game I played was Monster Rancher 2, and because we hacked him in, and it was a Ruby Knight. I really wanted to see a Ruby Knight.
Sorry, I don't have a Ruby Knight. Okay. Seeing it then. So we have a lot of describing to do, apparently, on Durahans. I'm missing the... We've seen the Highlander, which is the winter one, because he had the antlers. I know we've seen him. It was one of the last.
We've seen him a lot, yeah.
We Drydawn we have. The Galuda is he looks like a mix between a Durahan and a Raiden. And if anyone doesn't know what a Raiden looks like, he pretty much has an eagle head, a tan and brown body, and his feet look like bird feet. So that's a Galuda. The Ruin Sector, which is the forest, he looks like the cross between a Durahan and a Becklon. He's got little antenna, and he's mostly black and yellow with a green cape on his left. The Durahan is a suit of armor with a maroon cape on his left. And then the Caribee is a special one. It's a black knight. He looks like he's got black armor and like a horse. His helmet looks like a horse's helmet almost. The Messiah, which is all tan, and he's got like this really intricate crown, and he's got a tan cloak on his left. The Foresta, which I do believe we have seen, he was the white one with a green like leaf crown on his head. He was one of the bosses. And Enki, looks like a Becklon again, except for he's got the full like horn on his head, and he actually, you know what? Looks like Shogun armor. There we go, Shogun armor. It's actually a really descriptive.
No Ruby Knight though?
No, sorry, not in my book. Oh yeah, sorry.
Naga. Yeah, it's your turn.
Sometimes this monster starts hibernating before the winter comes, which is why many breeders have given up on this monster, the Ryozan. Wasn't he one of the choices we came down to when we were picking?
I was just
Naga?
trying to think of that myself, actually. I was like, was it this one or a different one? I can't remember. I can't remember how we did the choices. Like, I think like one of us narrowed it down, the other one got to pick from the narrowed
I think
group or something.
You wanted one and I wanted one, so then we let the viewers pick.
That's right.
Merman, with his gills on its breast, it can breathe underwater. Oh, they are on his chest. I never noticed that. This monster sees itself as a mermaid, but others have trouble with the idea.
I think one of them... Didn't we come down to this one?
I can't remember. What am I doing?
No, we didn't, because we said ice or forest, I think.
Yeah. Aspis, as the deadly colors on its skin show, it has poisonous fangs, claws, and tail. They say it cannot help dancing when it hears a flute. They say it cannot help dancing when it hears a flute melody. There we go.
You can definitely tell that we've improved a lot in our reading skills since the first game.
Up. Naga. Although they say this is the most ferocious monster of all, it is actually quite careless. It often fails to catch its prey.
What? Oh, come on. He was one of the big bad four. In the anime series.
Viper. It claims to be vegetarian, but as this is the case with humans, that doesn't mean it's true. Okay.
I got a laugh out of that.
But as is the case with humans. Okay, I totally misread that sentence. Okay, and then there's two special ones that I know of that Kendana... I can't describe it honestly, because it looks like the normal Naga, except for it's got like... It looks like between the normal Naga and a bat. It's got pointy bat ears and like a beak, kind of, even though bats don't have beaks. Bats don't have beaks, oh my gosh. It's mostly like a dark brown or black. You know, actually, I almost want to say dune worm by this point, but I can't reference something like that. And then Crawl.
Sure you can.
He has, he's blue with sunglasses, and he looks like he's wearing like a full body diving suit, like, not the diving suit, like, wetsuit, yes. Except for you can see the tip of his tail and his head and his arms, so you can tell he's blue that way. The Joker!
The Joker. When you see it, run away as fast as you can. It is a messenger of death, or maybe it is death itself. Its name is Death Joker. Protect yourself. Yeah, the Joker is definitely frightening looking.
It gets worse in Monster Hunter 4 because you can actually mix the Joker with a lot of monsters. I had a friend actually who had an entire farm of monsters that were all mixed with Joker, and they're all like skeleton stuff. I have to admit the Dragon Joker in Monster Hunter 4 is actually pretty cool looking. It's a big dragon skeleton.
I mean, it's like, well, they got rid of Gollies for 3, right? So.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this is kind of like a Golly stand-in, it seems like.
There is a special Joker. It's called the Magi, or Magi, M-A-G-I. He's got a white magician's robe with a big red collar with, like, playing cards on his shoulders. Playing cards for, like, wings. A big white top hat and a huge orange mallet. It's like a toy mallet.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is the color Pandora. Okay.
I was gonna say, I've had a lot of trouble reading, like, these 2 that I've had to read so far. Just
the
very...
coronet. When the weather becomes cold, its fur becomes thicker. You can tell which region the monster is from by looking at the thickness of its fur.
Well, ironically, they're all from the winter area.
I don't think that's what it meant. Oh, my bad.
Aww.
That is pretty cute.
It's like a bunch of sleeping rabbits.
I like how the one on the left is all like, okay, bleh, whatever.
He's like, happy for you.
Aww. And they eat. Then, huddle together. Now get really fat. Okay. The Fukazuken. Its shape. Wow, sharks are popular. Its shape came to resemble a shark after it adapted to the marine environment. It also need not worry about getting eaten by a shark this way.
Don't sharks eat each other?
I don't actually know. I didn't watch
Like, if they're injured, I thought they did. I mean, that's what like a feeding frenzy is all about, right?
I guess so. I don't see why they wouldn't feed on another shark if they were hungry. Korodongo. If you poke this monster, it curls up to protect itself. Although it could probably move faster in that shape, it never does. Maybe it hurts to roll?
He's kind of cute.
Color Pandora. Cool, merry, and enthusiastic. Each of these three has a different characteristic. Humans could learn from Humans could learn from the way these 3 support each other. Sorry. I had something else in my head going through that sentence. Whee! There should be one more. Oh, I'm actually missing the forest one, which is Marimba. They look like logs with little they have little tiny leaf for each of their tails, and the one on the left is green, and then it's red, and then it's yellow. And they have like little Pinocchio noses.
We've seen them before, right?
Yeah, and the Kupakoro. People say that watching the Kupakoro will cure colds and other common ailments. Kupakoros do not appreciate this kind of superstition.
They look like pills.
Yeah, I think that's supposed to be the joke.
Not only that, but they changed the spelling of their name in the description.
Oh, they did? Har har har.
Har har har. It's the Kashoka, who's a plant, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
When the wind blows, its beautiful song can be heard. The melody makes you sleepy, and sometimes you get lost.
Oh no, Rhodey, not lost. Ray decided to wake up and join us.
The coconut. It moves by drifting in the ocean, so it was thought to be a tiny island. They even called this monster Floating Isle.
Yay for real-world references.
I don't get it. The Saburon. A famous story describes how a plant fell in love with the desert's chick and had a lord change it into a cactaron. Lots of references I don't get.
I know.
If it sees a chick, the flowers turn red.
I have no idea what any of that means.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I was like, are these all monsters I've never heard of?
No.
The jungle plum. Its dance is so amazing that toys were made to mimic it. I used to have one growing up.
Oh, I forgot to mention back on the color Pandoras, there are no other rares. I have the only rare, so. And I don't think
That
I
kind of
have.
reminds me. Oh,
What?
go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say. I mean, I think that they were referencing like those little plants that you like put in the windowsill that like dance to the sun.
Oh yeah.
Toys. I don't know. Anyway, what were you saying?
No, go ahead.
Okay. It was once rumored that if a plant grew up in Sparta, its flowers would become blue. Although not true, many plants ran away and became stray monsters.
I'm glad that all made sense.
What does Sparta have to do with anything?
I have no idea.
We're talking about Greek Sparta or something else?
There's, excuse me. There's one special, it's called Akihabara, according to the book, which I'm seriously doubting its English name. It's a TV with plugs coming out of either side and a huge dish, like antenna, like a satellite dish coming out of the top of it.
That's a pretty awesome reference, actually.
Oh, sorry. This monster is said to bear the soul of the legendary pirate Edgar. However, no one knows anything about this Edgar, so... we're also missing the winter one, which is called Metanix. And we've seen that one as well near the end, because it had huge skis on its feet. It's white with a little bit of blue on it and huge skis on its feet, so there you go.
Oh, yeah. So, do you know anything about this Edgar?
No.
I was going to say, like, the first thing that came to mind for me was Final Fantasy VI. There's a character named Edgar, but
I haven't played Final
he wasn't really a
Fantasy
pirate
VI.
so much as, like, a king, so...
Oh, we can't see him eat.
I
Actually,
mean, there is
we
the
can
Dread
turn-
Pirate Roberts.
We can turn around and see him eat. Whoop! Oh, we can see you! Okay. Hengar. Not this story again. A mysterious robot monster made by an ancient lost civilization. Its mechanisms cannot be understood for a very long time. Which makes it almost sound like we understand it now. Oh,
I was about to ask, how can you lose a civilization? But
Darkbringer, which is the forest one, is strangely, it's very dark. And it has red all over, like red lines around him. The Cusa is green with red lines on him. I mean, and then the special is the Avener. Wait a minute, I have supposed to have a special one because I've seen this one before. Anyways, the Avener is white and he's got huge like wing-like shoulder blades like that are green. The Vulcan, I know I have the Vulcan because strangely I've gotten it from a Star Trek movie. He's red and tan, looks like a Hengar. The Burstliner is basically the same shape as a Hengar except for he's got like rockets for shoulders. And he's got like a pyramid-shaped head. And I think the coolest special, which I really wish I've seen, is the Onengar. He looks like a train. He's got a huge head that looks like a train engine. And his arms and legs are actually like his legs are train tracks, and his arms are like train cabooses. Caboosei. I'm not quite sure what the plural of train caboose is.
anyway, we're at about a good point.
Okay, we'll see you guys next time when we continue on with these things I can never pronounce.
Bye, guys.
Bye.